Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. This is Michelle Reads YA, and today I will be giving you a small book haul. I keep telling myself I will not buy books, and I just keep buying books, so let me show you what I bought. The first book that I got is very out of character for me, and that is the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. I got this because everyone on BookTube was talking about it, and I am not a fantasy reader, and I am definitely not an adult fantasy reader, but I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So I don't like fantasy with fae. Like, I cannot stand it. It is not for me. So like Sarah J Maas, not gonna happen. But I am hoping that I like this one. It sounds super interesting. I've heard the writing, it takes a while to get into, so we'll see. I don't know much about this. So I don't know what to tell you because it doesn't really have a thing, but it says, "This is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with the great red rift across the heart of the world's sole continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun." I know this is a trilogy. I did not buy the whole thing. I'm seeing how this goes. So even though it is fantasy, it does not have fae. So I am hoping that I like this. I really want to get to it soon, and it is a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, which is very exciting because fantasy really scares me because of how long it is, and I just don't understand, but I'm really hoping I like this one. The next book that I got is All the Things We Never Knew by Liara Tamani. I got this solely because of the cover. If you know me, you know that's my fatal flaw. But it's contemporary and it's a love story. So Carly feels completely lost. She secretly wants to quit basketball but has no idea what dream will take its place. To make matters worse, her parents are getting divorced and she and her brother must decide who to live with. This is 100% a book for me, unlike the 5th season. I'm very excited to get into this. Once again, I got it solely based on the cover. Not gonna lie, but I knew it was a YA contemporary, which I feel comfortable with. So yeah. The next book, once again, I don't know what I'm doing. That's The City We Became by, once again, N.K. Jemisin. This is her newest fantasy release. I have heard a lot of mixed things about this one. I actually got this one before the 5th season, so I really don't know anything about this. In Manhattan, a young grad student gets off the train and realizes he doesn't remember who he is, where he's from, or even his own name. But he can sense the beating heart of the city, sees its history, and feels its power. I think the city is like alive. Something along the lines of that. This is a big boy. It's also the hardcover, so that's probably why it's such a big boy, but I'm really excited to get into this. Once again, I'm nervous because it's fantasy, adult fantasy, and I don't know what's wrong with me. We'll see if I like this. The next book that I got is probably the one I am most excited about, and it took me forever to get because it was sold out everywhere, and that is You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. I know that this is queer. I know that this is about like a beauty pageant, prom, something. Either way, this cover got me. I am so excited. It's contemporary. Everything about this, yeah. Liz Lightly has always believed she's too black, too poor, too awkward to shine in her small, rich, prom-obsessed Midwestern town. But it's okay. Liz has a plan that will get her out of Campbell, Indiana forever. Attend the uber elite Pennington College, play in their world-famous orchestra, and become a doctor. YA contemporary, badass cover, queer, very excited. The next book that I got is Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett. I got this because my friend Alana from The Awkward Book Nerd was reading this and really liked this. I will link her down below. And I'm very excited to get to this. My husband bought this for me. Thank you. Simone Garcia Hampton is starting over at a new school, and this time things will be different. She's making real friends, making a name for herself as student director of Brent, and making googly eyes at Miles, the guy who makes her feel like she's the most important person in the room. The last thing she wants is for word to get out that she's HIV positive because last time the backlash nearly crushed her. I'm very excited for this. I have seen reviews that it's super sex positive, which is what I want in YA, so I'm very excited. The next book that I got is Americanah by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I am super excited to get to this. This is a big boy. It's adult fiction. as soon as I got it, my husband was like, "Ooh, I heard that's really good. So maybe we can buddy read it together." Yeah. Ifemelu and Obizi are young and in love when they depart military-ruled Nigeria for the West. Beautiful, self-assured Ifemelu heads for America, where despite her academic success, she is forced to grapple with what it means to be Black for the first time. Quiet and thoughtful, Obizi has hoped to join her, but with post-9/11 America close to him, he instead plunges into the dangerous and documented life in London. I heard this is really good. It was on the PBS, like, Great American Read, and everyone loved this, and I was super pumped about it, so yeah. The next book that I got is A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. Once again, this is a fantasy-ish book about sirens, but I couldn't help myself with this cover. So yeah, in a society determined to keep her under lock and key, Tavia must hide her siren powers. Meanwhile, Effie is fighting her own family struggles as she is pitted against literal demons from her past. Together, these best friends must navigate the perils of high school's junior year. So it sounds like a mix of fantasy and contemporary magical realism, if you will. So I'm very excited about this one. And that's it. That's all the books that I got. I'm very excited to get into all of these. I'm pretty nervous about the fantasy ones. But I'm most excited to get into You Should See Me in a Crown, and I did not realize how small this little guy is, so I can probably get into this, just start right away. I'm very excited. Thanks for watching my video. See you in my next one. Bye!